because today's Thursday, Parliament has a relatively short sitting from 2 o'clock till 6 o'clock. An unusual start will be paying tribute to Ian Templeton, who has been in the gallery for 60 years in the press gallery, made an enormous contribution, and the Right Honourable Winston Peters will be moving a motion to acknowledge that. I'm going to make a ruling before question time, which came out of the problems that we had yesterday with interpretation around when it was appropriate to make a point of order. We'll then go on to questions, a range of questions, housing, child poverty, finance, education, and it is going to be interesting because we're going to have more questions around the reform of the Official Information Act, more on the Havelock drinking water, and also Dr Nick Smith is asking the Minister of Forestry about the billion trees, and I think it's fair to say that that will be a pretty exciting question. Both those members are intense and caring about their issues, and that could be pretty spectacular. We'll then go on to business for the day. The Military Justice Legislation Amendment Bill in the name of the Honourable Ron Mark. It's not a big bill, it's a bit of an updating bill, but it's worth noting that in my time in Parliament we passed a bill, the last bill, that stopped capital punishment. We, even the time that I've been in Parliament, used to have legislation which would have people in the military executed for particular crimes. We're going on then to the Financial Services Legislation Amendment Bill in the name of Chris Farfoy, and if we have time, the Maritime Transport Amendment Bill, the third reading of that bill from the Honourable Julianne Genter. So possibly a bit exciting at the beginning, but the bills at the end of the day are not as exciting as some.